Hey everybody, Chappie Nab driving here in Middle Tennessee, and right now I'm driving over the Percy Priest Dam, and right here is Percy Priest Lake. Of course, this is Nashville, and the Nashville airport's not that far back behind me. Of course, this is the I think the Harpeth River is dammed. There's a water park over here too, on the right over there. Nashville Shores, I think is the name of it. Then I'm just right off Interstate 42 here. Now this lake though is, you cannot live on this lake. There's no housing on this lake. There's an overlook turned into. We'll have beach, fishing. Now there's another lake, Old Hickory Lake, farther out of the very eastern part of Nashville, Davidson County, and Wilson County, Sumner County too, called Old Hickory Lake. And that lake, you can live on it. And there's a lot of housing, especially like in the cities of the Hermitage neighborhood of Nashville, Hendersonville, Tennessee, which is in Sumner County. Mount Juliet's close by too in Wilson County. So you're about 10 miles to from here, maybe not even 10 miles to the Wilson County line off Interstate 40. Now there are neighborhoods over here close to this lake, but there's no housing right on the lake. And I say you're about, I don't know, 6-7 miles from downtown Nashville here. Maybe 8 at the most. A greenway over here. Of course, it is the 4th of July, so we have a lot of traffic on the lake on the 4th. This is Bell Road off Stewart's Ferry. You can see there's another plane. If it's landing or taking, I think it's landing. Also close by is the Hermitage neighborhood of Nashville, and of course the Hermitage is the estate of President Andrew Jackson, who was president of the United States in the 1820s, 1830s, who lived here in Nashville, and his estate's called the Hermitage, and it's preserved today. It's a good size estate, acreage. There's the neighborhood. there's some housing that's close by the lake right here. Lake Ridge, Priest Lake Apartments. Nashville's is hilly. A lot of people maybe that's not ever been here. I don't think knows, but it's pretty hilly. Called the Nashville Basin. Surrounds Nashville, the metro area. Some of it's you got hills and you got valleys in between. Some areas are a little more level, like around Murfreesboro. That area south of Murfreesboro is probably a lot more level than other parts of it. And then the Highland Rim surrounds the Nashville Basin, and the Highland Rim is very, very hilly too. It's a bunch of rolling hills with these little small valleys in between, and the hills are higher too. That's like cities where Cookeville, Tennessee, Clarksville. Clarksville, Tennessee is about 45 miles northwest of Nashville, and that's a very fast-growing city too. It's the 5th largest city in Tennessee. Of course, you got Fort Campbell military base over there, where the 101st Airborne's at on the Kentucky-Tennessee line. Apartments. There's just you can see those rocks right here. That shows you the hilliness of Nashville. Of course, a lot of the interstates around Nashville, they had to dig through the rocks to certain sections to build the interstate around Nashville, the interstates. Of course, that's another big thing in Nashville. Has had so much growth. Now the interstate's going to have to be updated to handle the traffic. But because they were built back when Nashville was smaller. Now it's got a lot more in the metro area and Nashville too. Grown a lot in the last 20 years. These roads will have to be updated. You can't live right on the lake, but you can live close to the lake, pretty much. Golf Country Club over here on the right. A lot of this area too was built back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Farther you go back east, the newer you're going to get into housing. This road right here is called Edge of Lake Drive. So. WeGo handles the public transport for Nashville, and then of course Nashville has a one train that runs from Lebanon to downtown Nashville, stops in between. Of course, Lebanon's in Wilson County. Take you back to Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro is the second largest city in the Nashville metro area in Rutherford County, and it's probably maybe one of the fastest growing too. Besides, got Murfreesboro. Has a lot of cheaper. It's going to be a little cheaper to live over there just because it's Murfreesboro. You're a little farther from down, next to downtown Nashville. Close to downtown. So you're going to have some more affordable housing. You got nice housing over there, and there's some very expensive housing, but compared to certain neighborhoods in Nashville or certain areas of Franklin, Williamson County, like Franklin and Brentwood, you're going to be a little cheaper. Planet Fitness over here. Ollie's. Like Ollie's is kind of similar to Big Lots. Brighton Valley Apartments over here. So West Nashville, this is the east side of Nashville. West Nashville is where you're going to have is their highest income parts of Nashville. Have your highest housing costs. Anything west around Vanderbilt, University, Belmont, Hillsboro Village, Green Hills, off West End Drive. You got a couple of independent cities too over there in that area called like Belmead. Belmead has the highest per capita income in the state of Tennessee, and it's a small little over there off of West End Boulevard, a few miles west of Vanderbilt. I think maybe 3,000 or 4,000 population. I think that's where I got a video on my channel too of that, driving in that neighborhood too. So if you want to check that out, it's on my channel. That's where I think former Vice President Al Gore lives. There may be a couple of country music singers that live over there. A couple of other little smaller independent cities like Davidson County. The whole county is the city of Nashville pretty much, except for about those 4 or 5 little small independent counties, because basically they didn't want to be under Nashville rule because they're very well-to-do neighborhoods, so they wanted to be able to control what happens in those cities in that area. Belmead, Oak Hill is a couple of those cities. Like I said, then like Green Hills is close by. Green Hills neighborhood is where you have your Green Hills Mall, which has the only Nordstrom in Tennessee. I got a video on that area too on my channel. Over here, there's the cities of Smyrna and Laverne, Tennessee too, in Rutherford County. Those are pretty good sized, fast growing cities, about 50,000 each. Smyrna, Tennessee is where the Nissan plant is. Of course, Nissan has a big auto manufacturing plant over here. That's in Smyrna in Rutherford County. They build, I think, Altima, Pathfinder, Leaf. On my right is the Nashville International Airport. Here's Donelson Pike. It's a very big important neighborhood road. Like I said, Nashville's the new airport's done a big $2 or $3 billion renovation here in the past couple of years. On the airport, they built a new terminal, some new retail areas in there, they got a new hotel, new parking deck. So B&A is the name of the Nashville airport. If you look at the letters for the Nashville airport, it's B&A, because the original airport over here was Berryfield, Nashville. So now they just called it B&A for that. But that's going to be my drive from Percy Priest Lake over here to the Nashville airport. If you want to see more of Nashville, Middle Tennessee, East Tennessee, just leave a comment below, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching this video.